Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the Collective Consciousness Show, episode number 41. I have my guest with me, Gage Pruett. This is kind of like a weird, spur of the moment, kind of emergency podcast, if I can call it that. It's in a different location. We're just kind of making do with what we have. It's great to be here. Gage, what's going on?
Dude, I feel like we have so much to talk about with everything going on in the world right now. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
So much.
we've talked about doing this, but I feel like now more than ever, it's like shit's got kind of crazier.
Yeah.
So I'm like, where do you want to start? You want to start with Trump getting shot? What do you want to start with?
I don't even. Yeah, let's start with that. Yeah,
All
for
right,
sure. I don't even have to think of it genuinely. Just feel bad for that. What that guy's been through is unbelievable.
yeah,
Getting how many charges did he have against him?
like almost 40, 35 or something crazy.
They indicted him twice.
And he didn't even do anything. He did
No.
every
No.
celebrity is having sex with people and they're paying them off. And he just happened to be one that got caught. But
And it's not a crime though.
But when you send,
It's not a crime.
It's not.
Tell him to shut
But when
up.
you
I'll pay
send
you good
kids
money.
to an island and they get raped and killed, that's
That-
not a problem.
Those people that go there don't get punished at
Right.
all. None
Yeah.
of those people did.
Right.
Besides, obviously.
And three of Drake's people on his team were caught for human trafficking, and nobody's like, well, maybe Drake was part of it. Yeah, clearly he fucking was.
Nothing. I
Yeah,
don't know.
they're all involved in that. They're all involved in that.
There's no doubt about that.
Back to Trump, because we could bounce around on this shit. We could go so
All
many
day.
different places. So let's do one thing at a time. Trump got shot at a thing in Pennsylvania, and that was kind of crazy. But
I gotta know what's going through the police officers' heads and the Secret Service head.
right, that they didn't guard the rooftop at all. 400 feet.
150 yards, dude. That's
I could make that shot, and I've never tried to snipe shit, not even in a video game, and I could make that shot. My little sister could make that shot. That's like nothing.
no.
That's nothing.
Man, you got a nice scope on there. He's right next to you with that type of whatever scope he had.
Right.
It's gonna be pretty close. It's
Yeah,
it's an absolute
If
miracle.
Trump doesn't move his head, he's dead.
a lot of
he's
people saying.
dead.
A lot of people saying it's Trump planned that. Who plans to get shot?
I don't think Trump planned it, but I think that someone else did. I don't think it was that guy on his own saying, "I hate Trump this much, let me go kill him." Because that kid, BlackRock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they basically run shit.
Everything.
That kid was in a BlackRock commercial. That kid was involved with BlackRock.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying that it was some sort of setup. I'm not saying he didn't get shot. He definitely got shot. But somebody set it up to the point where it's they wanted it to happen.
Which is little. Why though? Why? What makes this guy so dangerous? What makes Trump so dangerous?
I don't think it's that he's so dangerous. I think it's just another thing to keep everyone distracted. That's what politics has been for years. Is how can we keep people distracted? How can we create big events that people talk about that keep them distracted from shit that matters?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, no matter who the president is, shit's always going to go sideways.
Oh, yeah.
It has for years. It didn't matter when Trump was in office because shit was still going sideways. The economy was great, yeah, but look at all the other shit that he couldn't control. The president can't control stuff, Yeah. Move the mic down. It's kind of, I don't know. Or you can hold it. I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
yeah.
I like holding it.
I don't even. I've never felt sorry for anybody like this, but he's a millionaire. Why isn't he not just sitting on a yacht somewhere enjoying life? I feel like it has to show something in him.
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants. He's
Yeah.
enough money to where he can go anywhere in the world and not talk to anybody. But
But
then
he
wants to help us.
right.
I think
right.
that should show people, wow, this guy's really in it for. He doesn't want the power. He has power. He has plenty of power. All that money
Right.
he do.
Yeah.
I just don't see what other people are seeing by he wants to be a dictator. He wants this and
Right.
that.
I don't think that at
I
all. And people might gather that I'm a Trump guy from this. I am part of no political affiliation. I think most of it's a distraction. I think most of it's pointless. I can look at it and look at the facts and say all right, if we're just looking purely at facts, Like, Donald Trump's a better president than Joe Biden. Joe Biden's terrible at being a president. But
He doesn't even know where he's at.
no,
I feel sorry for
I
him.
mean, yeah, he's like they're
I don't
trotting
even-
this guy out. They're like putting him on tons of drugs and everything, and they're like, hey, do something. But I mean, I think most of it's just I think politics has been a huge distraction for years, and like shit that actually matters to people, like all the human trafficking stuff, all the stuff about like what they're putting in the food, and all that like stuff that
Why is it
actually
not being
matters.
talked about? None of it.
Right, the stuff
it
that's
happened, they talked
right.
about it for like a week.
Right.
Not
The,
even.
the stuff that's not being talked about, that's what I focus on. But the stuff that like they're talking about every single day, it's like none of that shit matters. None of that shit, like,
Yeah.
you
At
know?
the end of the day, it doesn't.
Right. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. And so I'm not going to like spend all my energy saying Trump, Trump, Trump or Biden, Biden, Biden because like that doesn't affect my day-to-day life.
Yeah.
But if I'm a dad and my son or my daughter is being put on a cargo ship to be raped and killed,
Yeah.
then like are you going to tell me that it matters who's in office?
Yeah. Because
Are you going to tell
they're not
right?
stopping it.
Exactly, they're not, and they're all involved in it. Donald Trump didn't go to the island. No, he didn't go to the island, but he knew Epstein. That's like he talked to him. That means something. Like if you're giving that guy money or you're taking money from that guy, like that's dirty money. Like you're involved. I'm not saying Trump's a pedophile, but like you're involved with people that are.
You know somebody that knows somebody.
People.
You know somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah, and when you get to that level, you're all doing shady shit. All of them
You
are
can't be
involved.
touched.
Right.
You can't-
Right.
you have so
No,
much
nobody
money,
can
you can't
do
be
anything.
touched.
No. No, not at all.
I just wonder what would have happened though if Trump was actually shot.
That if Trump died,
If Trump died, what
that would
would be
be
going on around us right now?
I think collective. I don't think the world could handle him being shot and killed. I don't think like
Even other countries like him.
yeah, that's insane to me. Like I don't like if Trump was shot and killed. Like think about it this way, like how would the world react if Biden was shot and killed versus how Trump was shot and killed? It would be
streets would be
so much.
rioting.
It would be so different. Oh my gosh, it would be so different. How everyone reacted based upon like who was shot.
Oh yeah.
Like
Look,
that would be
look what happened with George Floyd when he died. Look what happened. All
Yeah.
the riots. Can you imagine if Biden got shot?
Well, no, I don't. People that voted for Biden in 2020 don't even like him now.
Because he's brain dead.
They don't even. Yeah, like they don't even like him. But I feel like
They learned their lesson though. They won't do that shit again.
I mean, yeah, we always say people learn from their mistakes, but people fell for 9/11 and people fell for COVID and they'll fall for the next thing. People will keep falling for shit. I think the future looks bright and I think that more people are kind of waking up every day, but it's really hard to me to understand how people can believe all this shit about all this other stuff and then say that all this stuff about COVID or all this stuff about other stuff and just believe the propaganda. It's just like don't believe any of it. If the government's telling you something, do the exact opposite.
I think there's too much. I don't even think there's a good side of America. I don't think there's gonna be like an uprising of good in America anymore. I've kind of just lost hope with all that. Like what?
Yeah. At least not of people in power.
No. There's
No.
so much propaganda going on now, and kids that are just brainwashed by technology, TikTok, Instagram,
Right.
Snapchat.
Yeah.
What's
And
stopping
in
them
schools,
from?
too.
Oh my dude.
Have you seen what they're doing in schools where they have books for kids where
Oh,
they're
yeah.
where they're showing
Terrible
them how to
stuff.
give oral sex,
Oh, yeah.
where they're telling them they're telling them you don't have to tell your parents if you're chopping off your genitals and all this crazy shit.
And I can't wear a hoodie.
Right. And you can't wear a hoodie. You can't wear a hoodie.
I can't wear a
And
hoodie.
they're saying all this stuff. They're saying they're putting the pride flag up in classrooms, but they're saying you can't put the 10 Commandments up because it goes against people's belief systems. Well, what if I don't, what if some people don't believe that, being gay is right? I personally have no problem with it, but some people do. Some people say that gay people should be killed. That goes against a lot of people's belief systems.
They say like America, like it's a horrible place and stuff
Right.
like that. We don't have types of freedoms for certain people.
Right.
Go to
Please
Go
go,
to Iraq.
somewhere else.
go to Iraq. Go to Syria.
Israel and tell me that they all these people saying free Palestine, free Palestine. Okay, I get it. There's
Fuck,
war
dude, go
going.
to Russia.
Yeah, people are dying, people are being killed. I get it, I understand. But if you went over there, you would be one of those people. So don't come to me saying free this, free that, free the other. When there are people over here that are in the streets that are homeless, go to San Francisco and then tell me that all this shit's not happening. Go meet one of the heroin addicts that's pissing in the street in San Francisco and tell me that we don't have problems here. But these people are saying death to America. These people are saying all these things. What do you mean death to America? The reason that you're here, the reason that you're even able to say that is because you're here. Because if you go to China and you say death to China, they'll kill you real quick. Because they got eyes on you. You got a social credit score, you got all this stuff. They'll kill you real quick.
They don't care about you.
No.
They don't. You're just another number there.
No.
That's a fact. You're just a number
go
there.
You think you can have the job you want in China? You think you can have the kids you want in China? You think you can have the spouse you want in China? You can't have shit. You can't have. They tell you what car to buy.
Can you imagine being like North Korea and try to say half the stuff, just half of the stuff?
Well, did you hear Trump had a meeting, when he was president? He was talking to Kim Jong-un, and he was telling him how he wants to help make North Korea a great country again. Yeah. And he was like, Kim Jong-un said, China's controlling me. Like, I can't even do anything because China's controlling me. That's what Kim Jong-un said. Like, that's crazy to me. How, like, China's really, like, the big...
People think Russia's the problem. How bad...
Russia's not the problem.
How bad, what's his name is? Putin?
Putin, yeah.
Bro.
People don't understand. Bro. People don't understand.
Dude, I don't think they understand what China got.
They don't understand.
They have so much more technology than we do.
China
they're so big, dude. They control everything. They control everything.
Huge.
They control everything here. They own a lot of shit here.
They own farmland. Why does China own farmland here? Why? Tell me why we allow China to own farmland.
We can't do that there. We can't go to China.
No, we can't.
Can you imagine we went there, get fucking rice fields? I'll just be honest. That's not flying. Because they want money in their country. Right. Which is smart, which Trump is trying to do. And for some reason, we're not backing it.
No.
I don't get it. Makes no sense.
None.
I would love to understand what's going through people's brains right now. Just think, hey, our country's normal right now.
Right.
Our country's horrible.
Make sure this is still going. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Like, why is our country so horrible? I don't get it. Everyone has equal rights.
It's all the people at the top. They control stuff and propaganda. Because if they told everybody a different message, people would believe it.
But they don't want that shit happening in China. They control everything going through TikTok.
They control literally everything. But that's not good either. There's there's
no open view.
Right. There's stuff where there's not enough control. There's stuff where there's way too much control.
Isn't that weird to think about, though? There's too much control, and then there's not enough control.
Right. It's like someone.
But at the end of the day, I don't want the government touching my shit.
In America, there's a little bit of both because there's not enough control in areas because people are just allowed to do whatever the hell they want, and they can go and they can kill people and get away with it, and they can go and people in California can go and steal $800 worth of merchandise from a store and not get arrested because it's not an actual crime, it's a misdemeanor, and people can do all this stuff.
California,
right? Then there's too much laws. There's not laws, but they're too harsh on people because Kamala Harris threw hundreds of people in jail on weed charges, and then she gets in an office and they legalize weed, and she's like she's not pardoning any of them, and I'm like, what? You threw the most people in jail for weed, and now you're saying legalize weed? What do you mean?
What do you? Yeah.
Like she's
trying to be popular.
Of course,
she's trying to be the popular vote.
But I mean, I don't know. It's crazy to me how like, as a country, we can all agree on one goal is that we like our freedom. Oh, yeah. But we don't understand.
I don't know about that, actually. There's a lot of people there's a lot of communists here, dude. They don't think they're communists, but they are technically communists.
They want their freedom, but they want to control everyone else.
They want to control everybody else. They don't want to be controlled, though.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Weird?
It is weird.
It's just, I feel like those people have psychological issues, maybe, or just...
Yeah. people that think like that, like they're just above everything.
Yeah.
And there's people like that, like not even in politics, in life, that are just like,
That's what I'm saying.
they
Yeah.
just think that they're above everyone, that rules don't apply to them. I'm like, what do you mean the rule doesn't apply to you? Like you're telling me you can just do whatever you want, and you're different than me?
It doesn't make sense.
No,
It makes no sense. Like,
no.
I wonder when did all this really start? Like, this really started to
I
like
mean,
16?
it's gotten worse, but there's always been people like, there's always been narcissists and stuff like that, and people who think that they can just do whatever they want. But the thing is that with social media now, you just see it all the time. Like if you go on
Yeah.
Twitter, you'll see it all the time.
Dude,
and a lot of things.
I love Twitter. Twitter is an absolute war zone.
Twitter's fun.
Fucking
Especially
love
after
Twitter.
Elon bought it, it's fun. People can say and do what they want. It's the way it's supposed to be.
It's
And
fantastic.
there's a lot less, like, people are like, oh, that allows racism. There's not, like, barely any of that on there.
There's not.
Like, if you really have a problem with that, go to Reddit and tell me. Go to Reddit and tell me that there's a problem.
They would not survive Reddit.
No, you wouldn't survive. If you think Twitter is bad, if you think X is bad, I'm telling you right now, go to Reddit and tell me that you want that banned. Like
I don't think
really.
that people have Reddit to where they would. If
Right.
if people on Twitch all switch over to Reddit tomorrow
Yeah.
or today,
It would be crazy. People don't understand the shit that you can find on Reddit. You could find literally anything you want on Reddit. You could find people getting killed. You could anything you want. You can find it on Reddit.
that was old Twitter too. Old Twitter was fucking wild. The
I've
prime
only-
of Twitter
Yeah.
was nuts. That was. Oh my
I feel like Twitter's coming back to its prime. I wasn't on Twitter like when it was good. When it was that, but I'm on Twitter now.
I love Twitter. I would like Trump to come back to Twitter too. That'd be pretty interesting.
He probably won't.
His tweets are so funny though.
Yeah.
Do you see Elon ended up endorsing him?
Yeah.
That
It's crazy.
was a little surprising because he before never wanted anything to do with politics ever. He always stayed out of them.
Well, it's where the money is.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
So like, hey,
You think
this smart guy over here is starting to.
you think
pitch
Elon
in?
can be trusted or no? I mean,
why not? Why not? Give me a good explanation of why not.
okay, people are gonna absolutely hate this. You might hate this too, and people are gonna say that's not a real reason, and you're just like being a conspiracy theorist. His profile picture on Twitter is him in a devil costume. Sorry, I don't trust that.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't. If you're just putting yourself out there wearing a devil costume,
I just feel like he does too much good. You know what I'm saying?
They all look like that. Bill Gates looks like he does a lot of good because he gives a lot of money to places, but then he also tests vaccines on kids in Africa and kills them. So it's like,
Yeah.
a lot of people look like they do a lot of good until they don't. Like
I don't. He just seems so like a genuine person.
He does, and he's really interesting. Like when he goes on Joe Rogan, he's like smoking weed and shit. Like that's funny.
It's awesome.
And I like. I
Sad
like,
he can't do it anymore because he got drug tests. And they're like, oh, he's a druggie.
Yeah.
But
I want to trust Elon, but there's just certain things where I'm like, I don't know. Like dressing up in a devil costume to me tells me, I don't know. Like when celebrities do that, it tells me you're part of something bigger than you're saying. Because we kind of know that type of shit.
that might be the conspiracy theorist. I don't know, dude. I love Elon.
That might
dude.
just be me. And
Elon's so funny. The shit he posts
he's
on
funny.
Twitter.
I like him, but do I trust him? Probably not.
And then all the things he says on Twitter just doesn't back the propaganda. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't go.
Yeah, but that's what they want you to believe. That's what an industry plan is, They go against what the trend is, so they get people to follow them, and then
Normally they don't do that. They get these people, dude, wild stuff. I forget who it was. I think it was Dana White. He had spoke at one of Trump's rallies a while back. And then it was some sponsorship or something like that. Like, hey, you got to take all that back now. He was like, fuck you. And dropped him.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't care. He's not part of that propaganda.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like controlled opposition.
What do you mean?
Like how basically the same way that like um who's a big like any like trying to think like Anderson Cooper, right? Like the CNN guy, the
Yeah.
big like Democrat CNN guy. Yeah, it's the same way that like Anderson Cooper is basically the mouth for that propaganda and everything. They have that on the opposite side too. That's how they keep people distracted because they get people from opposing sides and they just have a bunch of them and they just
They had
all
took
say
a
their shit.
person, and then who's the other guy? Who's the older guy on Fox right now? White hair.
Hannity, Sean Hannity.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean Hannity. And then there's like
He's Fox's.
then there's Tucker Carlson, who's funny.
I loved him. He's
Funny. I love Alex Jones. Do I trust Alex Jones? No. Do I love that he went into Bohemian Grove and did all this shit? Yes. Do I love when he's just going crazy and he's talking about all this crazy shit?
Talking 100 miles an hour.
I love it. I think it's super entertaining, and I think a lot of it sounds true, but I have no clue. I don't know.
Because he does say some wacky shit.
Same way as like I love Joe Rogan, but do I trust everything he says?
Don't talk bad about Joe Rogan, man.
No.
I don't know about that. Joe Rogan's awesome.
I listen to him almost every day. I listen to Joe Rogan. I love him. I love the guests he has on. I think it's super interesting. I've learned a lot from like him having like doctors or scientists or like different people on,
Or just comedians.
and they just talk like Andrew Schultz when there's just I love that, but like, do I trust that he's not like part of something, part of some Illuminati big thing? No, I don't. Because they're all in that. All of them. You can't find one big celebrity that's not involved in that shit.
I don't know. There has to be a couple good ones, dude. There has to be.
Maybe. I mean,
don't think so?
If there are good ones, he would probably be one of them.
Okay, that's fair.
You
That's
know?
definitely fair. I don't know. I feel like he's done. I feel like he's just too genuine. He's like Dana White. I can't find anything wrong with Dana White. Dana White's definitely done us wrong. Like smacking his wife, that was low-key kind of wild. That was low-key kind of wild. But like, just too genuine.
I love UFC. UFC's so entertaining.
I really didn't even start watching it until maybe like 2-3 years ago.
I don't even watch it that often, but because I don't want to pay for it.
I watch it illegally all the time. Oh.
Yeah, I also just I don't know. I feel like I don't have enough time. I get other shit going on. I'm like, okay,
Gotta
UFC.
watch it, dude. You gotta start like watch the next UFC card. Conor McGregor's no, never mind. He's coming back sometime soon. Sometime soon he comes back.
Hopefully.
That arena will be packed. Doesn't matter who he fights.
Yeah.
The arena's gonna be
Packed. He's not even at his prime anymore, and it's just.
It's a money fight.
It doesn't matter.
They'll bring
It
in the
doesn't
money.
matter. He's still gonna kick someone's ass. He's still like it. Maybe I don't know. I hope he does. I love Conor McGregor.
The only fight I want to see right now is John Jones and Alex Pierre.
Yeah,
Dude, unbelievable. Alex Pierre is some old ass, not old.
I just want to
Late
see
thir-
John
mid-thirties.
Jones fucking knock someone. I just want to see him.
Since he moved up to heavyweight, I'm like, I think he's had one fight heavyweight.
Yeah.
He's a badass, dude. Like, he's the best fighter ever touch planet Earth.
Ever.
If he fights Pierre, knocks him out, or whatever,
Best.
decides it.
Best ever. It doesn't matter.
Alex Pierre's top 6 fighters already, all time.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
If John Jones knocks him out or chokes him out, whatever,
Beats him. Yeah.
that solidifies. There's no more conversation.
I don't think there. I mean, there is a You can always have a conversation, but like, there's like kind of a agreed upon like
Like Habib,
yeah, not better, not better.
washed. Fuck
Nah.
that guy. He's trash. He's so
not,
trash.
He's not trash, but he's not better than John Jones.
I would say Khabib is
Top 10 maybe.
Yeah, I'd say top 10. Top 10 for sure.
I don't even know UFC that well, but just from shit I've heard, he's probably top 10.
Maybe. Yeah.
Like, I can't have an intelligent conversation with you about UFC, but I can sit here.
Top 10.
I can kind of just bullshit and be like, oh, yeah. I mean, John Jones,
Yeah.
Conor McGregor, Sean O'Malley. I don't know.
So what else we got going on?
What else we got going on?
What's going on in the world right now?
What is going on in the world? Way too much.
Zins.
You want to talk about Zids?
We can talk about
Guys,
Zins.
here, toss them to me. All right, guys, we're gonna do a fake sponsorship here. We're sponsored by Zyn today. Go get
That's
your
a
Zyn
dream.
promo code addiction. That is
Get outta
addiction. Okay, here you go.
Dude. Best things ever.
If you want to kill yourself.
No. Terrible for your gums. Yes, I'll give you that.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna put a hole in your gums, in your cheek.
Other than that, though,
That's what like.
I don't see a problem with them.
I mean, yeah, it's terrible for you. It's just like eating Doritos. Like you know they're terrible for you, but like they're good. You know,
They
just
do a lot for you.
It's discipline.
They do a lot for you, though. I'm telling you.
Like what?
Concentration. Helps people with ADHD tremendously, I'm telling you. Look it up. I'm so serious. How's blood flow? It's awesome when you work out.
There's other natural things that can do that too.
What, Adderall?
Adderall's not
Terrible.
Adderall's
Like,
not
that's
even,
good for
Adderall's,
people with ADHD.
Adderall's not even like Adderall's just another pill. There's other shit you can do.
I'm saying this is it's convenient. So convenient. Lock in. I have so much more energy.
Yeah, but that's the thing is the convenience is like it just doesn't. I don't know. The convenience is the problem because they make every solution convenient. You know, it's like, oh, you're sick. Take this pill and you'll immediately get better, and then it causes another problem. Of course, it's convenient, but you know, like
Everything
also,
has its downsides.
Also,
too.
addiction is expensive, so you get hooked on it, and you're like, you're doing a pack of Zins a day.
Whoa. No, I mean, I don't know any people that do. Actually, I do. I know some fiends, but
Yeah, there are fiends. Like
There's
there are
definitely some
fiends
fiends.
everywhere. Like, you know, and like you vape still?
nope.
No, you quit
Child
for
of
the
God.
for the 10th time.
Oh yeah.
If you're a child of God.
It's been like 3 months.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's really good. I'm proud of you
Oh yeah, brother.
because I've been telling you for the longest time, don't do it.
Terrible.
Try and tell people.
Trying to run now. Running's terrible. Hate it. Hate running so much. It's
Yeah.
just not for me. I just hate if it's not like a sport running,
You gotta
like a bunch
force
of
yourself
sports.
to do it. You know, you just got to fucking lock in and be like, hey, this sucks. But the stuff that sucks is like the stuff that makes you better.
It's
you
just
know?
so I know.
Like
That's what, I know.
like
I believe you.
I actually enjoy going to the gym. So like for me, that's not like
A problem.
it's not a problem.
Yeah.
But you need to like push yourself outside your comfort zone. Like I should probably start running because I'm not like running on the treadmill because running on the
Running
treadmill
is so awful. I always feel like I'm gonna fall off too.
fuck that. But when you're outside and you're running and like even now you're in the heat and you're just fucking sweating, you're pushing yourself. You're like, oh, I'm not going, and you push yourself. You're like, I'm gonna do a mile. I'm gonna do 2 miles today.
Yeah.
You know, and you push yourself and you pace yourself. Like that's pushing yourself outside your comfort zone and forcing yourself to like actually grow. Like that's
That's
important.
nice.
Like going to the gym is good, but like I'm kind of used to that now. You know, like
It's
I got to
just part
do
of the
something.
schedule now.
Right. It's just part of you wake up, you do something, you go to the gym, whatever, and that's it. And that's good, but you got to find something else.
Yeah. I'm such a late night person when it comes to the gym. I'm going at like 11 o'clock, maybe sometimes 2. Like 2 in the morning, I'll be like, I can't go to sleep. Let's go to the gym. I swear I will not go to sleep if I don't go to the gym.
We should go after this. Thoughts?
Probably. Yeah.
I never
It's 11:15.
go to the gym late, but I'm down.
That's cap.
I'm never
I see you there like 9 o'clock sometimes.
9 o'clock is nothing. Not 9 o'clock. I'll go there like if I didn't get to go in the morning, I'll go after work sometimes.
Okay.
But now you got me in the mood. I'm like up and running. I'll go to the gym with you. I wasn't planning on going to the gym today.
What are we hitting?
We can hit anything. I don't know.
Definitely back and by. Love back and by. Back's my favorite day of the week.
I can't hit back because I hurt my
Ah.
I pulled stuff. I did pull muscle. So, but if you want to
You
do
hit hella arms today. Straight arms and shoulders. Much as I hate hitting shoulders. Gotta hit them.
we could just do a little 45 minutes.
I'm not there any longer than 45 minutes every time. Maybe an hour. Depends if there's more people.
See, that's good because what I'm trying like it's impossible for me to fucking gain weight. And I fucking hate that. I'm fucking annoyed with
You gotta
myself
eat weight.
because it
Eat
doesn't matter.
Eat more.
It doesn't matter how much I eat, Gage. I'm telling you, I
Eat
try.
more.
No, but the thing is, I always burn those fucking calories. So what I gotta do is I gotta eat a shit ton of food, eat a lot of protein,
Eat in the morning. And not even protein. Carbs,
and
calories.
and then and then I have to not work out as long. Like I have to because
No.
I'm just burning calories. You know?
Eat right after. Plenty after. You gotta have at least 4 meals a day. Maybe even 5.
Yeah.
Gotta
Which is hard
constantly.
because
That's something I need to still work on. I suck at
yeah.
gaining weight. I was doing pretty good for a while. Gained like 10 pounds. I was like, damn. This is expensive. It's so expensive.
And
Gotta keep
and the thing is I eat healthy too. Like I've not 3 years now where I've been super healthy. I'm not going back because if I do, I'll be super sick if I start eating shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So at this point, I'm like, all right, well, I just got to eat a lot of the food that I already eat, which is expensive.
Rice. Rice is
Expensive
so
like
good.
by itself. I eat a lot of rice.
You gotta eat
Yeah,
more rice. Telling you.
more rice.
More rice. Pasta. Dude, I love
Yeah,
pasta. I love pasta so much. Ground beef and chicken.
I had ground beef tonight. I made myself some tacos.
love tacos.
I did ground beef, some cheese,
That's
some
nice.
tortillas. You know what I make myself for like a shit ton of calories? Make these potato. We got an air fryer. Make these potatoes, and I just put like a shit ton of cheese on top. Cheesy potatoes. Oh my gosh, Gage! Let me tell you, I fucking love cheesy potatoes. All right, I'm not gonna lie.
First time in 5 years I ate cheese today. I ate a whole
You didn't
case.
eat cheese for 5 years?
I haven't ate cheese in 5 years. I hate cheese.
What?
I hate cheese.
I love cheese. I can't get enough.
Ate a whole chicken cheese quesadilla today by myself.
Holy shit!
I hate cheese. I don't know. Maybe it's a new thing
Did it
for me
taste
now.
good?
Fucking loved every bite.
I know. A chicken cheese.
It was like
quesadilla?
lukewarm though. I hate sugary cheese.
yeah.
I hate it. I'll
No,
throw up.
It's got to be hot. A quesadilla's got to be hot.
No, it was perfect the way it was. I can't stand pizza when it like it's all stringy. Oh god,
No.
the texture of cheese makes me.
It's got to be fresh. If you're eating fresh out of the oven.
Actually, the only big pizza I really eat is like Pizza John's.
I went there when I was like 7.
Best pizza place in Maryland,
Yeah.
hands down, easily. The little grease pockets and like the pepperonis.
Have you ever had?
Goodness.
1 second. Have you ever had the spaghetti pizza from Margaritas?
No,
Gage, you have to have.
I'm not eating spaghetti pizza. That sounds terrible.
Gage, I'm telling you, I wouldn't eat it now because I'm all healthy and shit. It is the best thing ever. Gage, you would love that shit. I'm telling you, I know you as your brother. You would love that. You would eat that shit up. You would.
I'm back.
All right, we're back. We just had to clear some space and shit. It was, I don't know. Trying to run a highly effective program here, and it's I don't know if it's highly effective, but it's something.
It's working.
Anyways, what do we want to get into next?
Huh. I don't even know.
How do you think we're being scammed? Like, what do you think the biggest scam going on currently is, like in America?
Taxes.
Taxes.
Taxes are
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
No, not even that. Gas prices.
Gas.
We could have our own gas here, but we refuse to do that.
We could. Gas
For
is
some reason.
Yeah.
For some reason, we destroyed our own pipeline. Well, not destroyed, just shut it down.
Which
Instead, we
would made no sense.
pay boats that put off more, whatever, toxic shit into the air to go across another country,
Right.
grab the oil,
Right.
bring it back. But
Right.
instead, this doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. Let's buy oil from somewhere else, use way more oil, put more stuff in the air, than making it here ourselves.
Yeah.
That
We could, but the thing is that there has to be money in it for everyone, and Saudi Arabia would make no money if the U.S. didn't get oil from there.
who cares?
That's a fucking $1 trillion industry.
This is our country that we're not worried. We should be worried about other countries.
We shouldn't, but we are. We've been worried about other countries for years. We go in, we're like, hey, Ukraine, you want fucking billions of dollars in arms and missiles and shit?
More war that we're not involved in.
Right,
It's not going to affect us a little bit.
And then we say, oh, hey, let's get in the Middle East. Let's just bomb the shit out of people and not do anything about it.
We should just bomb the shit out of them.
And that's what we do. We bomb the shit out of countries, and then we just leave and act like nothing happened, and we don't help them rebuild. And they were like, but we care about the people. Well, do you? Do you care about the people? Because there's some of us here that are homeless and drug addicts and all this terrible stuff. And you let criminals come into your country every single day, and you do nothing about it. And you say, oh, that's fine.
The biggest scam is the government saying they're putting us first, putting America first.
That's very true. They say we care about you. Really? Okay.
They care about other countries more than us for some reason.
Why do you let a criminal come into this country? Let's not even put the word border or illegal out there. You let a criminal come into your country, and you let them do terrible things, and you don't punish them for it. That makes no sense. Let's even say you have someone who is a citizen of the country legally, and they do terrible things,
and they're barely getting punished
and
for
they don't get punished for it. They don't get in trouble with the law. So don't tell me you care about me when you have all these things going on that shows me you don't care about me.
Makes sense. People stealing, like from stores and stuff like that,
right?
Going there grabbing $1,000 worth of stuff. That hurts us more because then now you have to jack up the prices because
right, they gotta put up the prices because
which is understandable.
Right, you know? I get that they're a business; they have to do something. But at the same time, it's like, hey, if you make the laws a certain way to where people can steal $1,000 worth of stuff,
they're gonna do it.
They're going to do it because if you say it's a misdemeanor, it's the same as, if I'm speeding and I get caught.
Yeah.
I like
you buy it's a ticket, it's a fine.
Right, it's a ticket, it's a fine, and you're fine, and there's no issue. So
what do we do?
So you're telling me that there's all this stuff you can do and not get in trouble for it? Why not?
What do you think we would have to do to start to fix this?
I don't think me and you can do anything. Unfortunately,
if you were in,
if I was in a position of power, I would, stealing stuff. Like if you steal,
not even just that. I'm talking about to fix the country and the laws and stuff like that.
To fix the country, I mean, you gotta Trump's been saying it, drain the swamp. You gotta take out all the people that are corrupt and evil. But unfortunately,
that's almost impossible.
That will never happen because corruption will exist at some level. Always. Even when things are going well. Even when most of the people are good,
Yeah.
There will always be some sort of corruption. There will always be people on the inside that are working secretly to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how it is. But you have to do your best to make sure you have the right people around you. That's in your life too.
Mm-hmm.
That's with your friends. That's with your family. Because a lot of people, they'll try and latch on you. They'll try and leech. They'll try and, take stuff from you.
Take you down that wrong road.
Right. They'll try and take you down the wrong road. They'll try and lead you to do stuff for their gain so that, they'll try and get you to do stuff that they think you should do. And you have to realize, hey, if you're not being supportive of me in every way possible, then I'm respectfully, you can leave. And that's what I've had to tell people sometimes. It's like, hey, I get it. I understand that you have your motives, but the way you live your life does not align with the way I live my life.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing in politics. Hey, if you're over here working for some secret organization and you're not telling me and you're trying to, overthrow the country or something, there's the door, That's what I would say. But there's no real way that you can get rid of them.
Yeah.
Because they're always going to exist. You get rid of one, there's 1,000 others. It's like, Marvel, the Shield? Shield?
Yeah.
And Shield and Hydra and everything.
Yeah.
Carter and I are watching Shield. We've been watching a lot of Shield. Anyways, so there's Hydra, which is the secret organization or whatever.
Yeah.
You cut off one head and 5 others appear. that's what happens.
Yeah.
You know, you get rid of one of these people and a bunch of others are still there. You know, there's always going to be corruption.
Doesn't matter who you are. Someone's always
No.
waiting to take your spot.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter who you are. No matter how powerful you are, someone's there to take
Yeah.
your spot.
But I think that, you know, people say, oh, there's nothing I can do. Have conversations. Conversations like these and taking this conversation, putting it on the internet and whatever. And like people see this and they're like, oh, okay. And they change their mind. Then they tell somebody, people don't understand. There's more of us than there are them. They might have all the money and all this and all that, but like we really own this country.
Yeah.
If you think about it, like there's way more of you know us. There's 300 million of us. There's not that many people in a position of power that can affect change. If all of us stand up and we say we're not going to take this anymore, they have to listen. If you stop buying their product, then they can't sell it, you know?
Yeah. I don't think we're strong enough anymore. Not mentally. I don't think so. I think
Yeah.
people want to be so cool nowadays.
Doesn't look like it.
I don't even know if there's anything to do to really fix the country at this point. I think we're too far gone. We're gonna end up being a third world country to go to shit. I'm telling you, we're gonna go to shit. There's no turning back at this point. I feel like we're too far gone. Unless there's a total restart.
I hope we're not.
I don't think it's gonna be in our lifetime.
We'll see. Well,
I don't know. We're still pretty young, but
maybe. I'm 20 years old. If I would ideally, you know, like to.
I feel like we've seen a good bit of change since from when we were little.
You know, if I could live to 100, that would be pretty fucking cool. So if I have 80 years of my life left, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna see someone drop a nuke. Like you know, like in 80 years, something's gonna happen, and someone's gonna do something dumb, and someone's gonna drop a nuke. Hopefully, it's not on us.
Dude, we're fucked. We live in Maryland, dude. We're right by DC.
We're right by DC, which is like the place you want to go if you want to like overthrow the U.S. government.
And it's not even the blast that we should worry about. It's the radiation.
Right.
We're so fucked. We stand no chance.
I don't want to live in Maryland for multiple reasons, but that's probably the number one reason is hay.
Where would you want to go? Where's the ideal state of
ideal
protection?
State fucking nowhere.
For protection.
Good protection.
Get some nuke. Like, where would be like the best state?
The best state? I mean, it would probably kind of have to be isolated, you know?
Don't want to choose Hawaii because...
Hawaii?
No, I mean, I'd probably somewhere like smack dab in the middle. Because they're not going to go for that.
They're not, but also, like, if you're smack dab in the middle, you're also kind of close to everything. Like, you're not super far away from the big stuff. So, like, Montana's probably not bad. North Dakota is probably not bad.
Oh, yeah, nobody who lives there.
Exactly. I've never met nobody lives there. Exactly. Like,
I couldn't imagine.
You know?
I couldn't imagine if a nuke went off. Like, what would the world be like? It would change. It doesn't matter where a nuke would hit.
I mean,
people would be in so much fear. Who's next?
My great grandfather, in World War II, the day after we nuked Japan, he went in there and he was looking for, you know, survivors. They said survivors, but he was just looking for like shit. Yeah. You know, he was part of the army. I don't know if he was a Marine. I don't know what he was, but the day after we bombed Japan, he was there on the ground in Nagasaki.
Mm.
Yeah.
Must have been pretty interesting.
Yeah, and he turns 99 next month. And he was like exposed to all that radiation and shit. And he's about to be 99 next month, which is like, and insane. The thing is like mentally he's still all there. Like he can have a conversation with you. He lives in New York or whatever. He's on my dad's side of the family. I see him maybe once every couple years. Mm-hmm. He still remembers me. He remembers my face. He remembers Christopher and Caroline and Carter. Like, he remembers everyone in the family. He knows everyone's, like, birthday and everything. Like, he is fucking sharp.
Yeah.
At 99 years old after being exposed to high levels of radiation in World War II. That's crazy to me.
That's awesome. That's actually incredible. There's not many people left from World War II.
That's
awesome. That's literally insane.
Yeah.
I couldn't even like if a nuke hit DC right now.
If
I couldn't even tell you what my next move was because I'm probably already fucked.
If a nuke hit DC, all of the leaders, all of like the politicians, the president's dead, vice president's dead, everyone in the defense secretary's dead. All of them, they're all dead.
Yeah.
They're all gone, and we'd be gone too. We'd die because we're right next. We're an hour and a half outside the city. We're dead. So
and what? How fast does a nuke travel? Like they're pretty fucking quick.
But here's the thing: a nuke. They're probably not going to be able to nuke us in DC quite yet. The technology isn't there. At least I don't think.
It's the submarines you got to worry about.
It's submarines you got to worry about. Like, why the fuck are they putting ships near our waters in Florida? You got to worry about that. It's the submarines you got to worry about. People aren't talking about that. They think nukes go through the air. They not only go through the air, they can send them through the water too. They can, they can do shit like that.
It's a serious problem.
It's a big problem. People think that, people think we're untouchable. People think that...
Until we aren't.
People think we're so smart that nobody will ever drop a nuke, that nobody will ever do anything crazy. Here's the thing. We've never had to fight a war on our own soil. What happens when someone is really feeling them, when China's really feeling themselves, and they say, let's invade the United States of America? What happens then?
I don't. Yeah, it would be terrible. But
they got a stronger army.
Like big people say.
People want to say we have a strong army. Nobody wants to join the fucking army now.
But here's the thing, though. I forget who said it. A lot of people say it. We have a gun behind every blade of grass. Talk about citizens, just everyday people.
That's true. But do you know how to fight like they do? Do you have the tactical training that the Chinese army has? Like the Chinese Navy SEALs, whatever they call them.
Yeah. Definitely not. But
no.
Where would they if you think they did invade America, where would you think the ideal spot would be?
I mean, they're closest to California. LA. That's a big city.
Yeah.
LA.
They gotta deal with all the junkies, all the crackheads. Can you imagine
we shouldn't even feel threatened by that because we're not shooting up heroin.
No.
So to us, it's okay, take them out. I mean, they're doing it to themselves anyway.
You ever seen the videos of the crackheads carrying refrigerators?
No.
They do it. They just put them on their shoulder, go on a bike, start riding. Can you imagine a crackhead running at you with a fucking refrigerator? What do? You're some random Chinese guy coming over here trying to invade our country. You see a fucking crackhead? Dude.
Can you imagine? We should arm them. We should arm the crack addicts.
Oh my god!
If you arm the crack addicts, they're gonna be foaming out of the fucking mouth, and there's gonna be the Chinese military, and they're coming in, and they see hundreds and hundreds of crack addicts. We give them automatic, we give them assault rifles, we give them AK-4, whatever you can think of. We give them a fucking
grenades.
Grenades. We basically give them everything. We give them a tank. Can you imagine a crack addict driving a tank with a refrigerator on his back, and he's going at the Chinese army? They've never seen that before. They don't know what they're up against.
No, our military's not even there yet either.
You got this blue-haired bitch that thinks she's a man, and the Chinese army is don't want to mess with that.
Or some 6'4" man that thinks he's a woman.
Exactly.
Coming at you.
You don't want that. I'm sorry.
I don't want that smoke.
No, you don't want that. I don't think China really knows what they're up against. As much as they think they know, you've never seen a crack addict with a rocket launcher before, have you? You haven't seen that shit, and you're not going to. You fuck with America, you're fucking with the crack addicts.
Dude, crackheads would be. Can you imagine they try to invade from Florida? You gotta deal with the Floridians. Imagine they're just dumb enough to go through the Everglades. The snakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a problem. They think they have like crazy insects and stuff there in China. Can you imagine going through the Everglades, alligators, the 20-foot pythons.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
You're so fucked.
And
just the Floridians. The Floridians alone, they're crazy, dude. Florida people are nuts.
Yeah.
They're not normal people. They're not like
Not at all. I wouldn't want to move to Florida. It's way too hot. My friend lives there. She goes to college there.
It's nice though.
I mean, it's beautiful, but
Yeah.
I couldn't live there. My aunt, my uncle, and my cousins, they live in South Carolina. I went there last summer. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. In the summer, August.
Yeah.
Humid as fuck.
Hot as shit, yeah.
Just hot as shit.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking, it never rains. So, like, I mean, it does.
Humid.
That
sucks.
Yeah. So it's just always hot, but it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like it's like a historic, where they live, Charleston, historic part of, South Carolina, right on the water. The beaches are beautiful. The water is clear as fuck. The water is it's just so peaceful there. I love it there. But I couldn't live there. I don't know.
Too hot.
Number one, way too expensive. You can't find a house there, like near Charleston, that's not over $1 million.
That's
rough. But my aunt's a realtor, so
that's nice.
Must be nice.
That's nice.
Must be nice to make commission on those.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyways, hold up. Back from imagine you invade from Florida. You go up. What's right above Florida?
Georgia.
You gotta deal with those rednecks.
Yeah.
You gotta deal with the Carolinas.
Yeah.
You got some country folk up there. Then you got Kentucky, Tennessee.
You don't want to deal with them folk down south now.
Imagine Tennessee people. You got them real mountain hillbillies.
You want to deal with them Alabama people?
Oh, I forgot about them. Yeah.
Louisiana.
Those are like the rednecks.
Out of the southern states, Louisiana's the kind of like I don't know. They're kind of soft. Out of all of them.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I just feel like New Orleans and,
New Orleans, yeah. That's a good point. You come up to West Virginia. You got them hillbillies.
Fuck with them. People be surprised. You come out to Western Maryland, you got some.
Oh, yeah. You got PA, too.
Yeah, you got PA.
And then Maryland, I mean.
Maryland's kind of turning. People are getting kind of tired of what's going on in the city. If you're outside of the city, then, it's getting more dangerous. Like, I think I'm cool living in Bel Air, but there was a shooting at the mall 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah.
Don't know how safe I really am. But my number one piece of advice to people is buy a gun. That's what you should do, is buy a gun. Keep yourself armed and know how to use it.
Never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, never know what's going to happen. Always
till
be
it happens.
Ready. Till it happens.
Oh, I don't need that until it happens.
Yeah, I don't have my concealed carry on me. I'm not 21, but we were talking about this when I do turn 21. So what I want to do. But I always carry my knife on. I always make sure I have something.
You never know.
Always be ready, because you never know when something's going to happen, and I'd rather have something than have nothing. Even if it's my pocket, I don't care. Some guy's coming at me, rather be armed with something. You know what I'm saying? Right. Always have a plan. Always know,
where you're at.
Where shit is. Always, take note of the people around you, and, okay, well, this guy kind of looks like he might,
Yeah.
Or, just little things. You see this real jack guy wearing a Marines shirt, you're like, okay, maybe I'm in good hands. Maybe if something happens, this dude wearing the Marine shirt looking all buff might be able to help me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're like, okay, this old lady, no fucking useless. This old lady pushing her shopping cart, buying her eggs and milk and bread, fucking useless. Grandma, get in the corner, Grandma. There's an active shooter.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. What else is going on in the world right now?
Anything you can think of is happening.
Can't think right now. Kind of drawing blanks.
Yeah. I think we've talked about the big stuff, Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
I don't have anything specifically, but there's tons of shit we could get into. But I don't know what's the craziest thing.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now.
I don't know. We've probably been going for close to an hour, but I don't know. I don't know when you want to call it. Because are we actually going to the gym? You actually want to?
I'm down. I'll think about it.
Just go for like 45 minutes.
I have to say I got
30
home
minutes.
to change.
I'll get you close.
It's so much work.
You just borrow a shirt and
I still got that hoodie.
shorts from me. That's
The Concordia hoodie.
Oh yeah, I don't fucking wear that. Fuck that.
I don't even wear it. Robin wears it.
I'm doing I'm actually tomorrow I'm doing a podcast with one of my teachers from there.
No way, really?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's really tough. You excited?
You guys are really gonna enjoy that. That'll be great.
You excited? Which teacher is it?
Yeah. Mr. Berger.
Was he a history teacher or math teacher?
No, he was he taught like technology, but then he's like the director of admissions and stuff. So like everyone that comes into the school, like they talk to him.
That's cool.
And he like takes applications and like does all that stuff. So he's a really good guy. It's hard to find like teachers and like people that work at schools that are like really good, that want you to succeed and that actually care about your life.
Yeah.
But he's one of those people.
That's nice.
And he's also a really smart guy. Yeah. So I was like, hey, I want to have you on the podcast. And he was like, yeah, why not? So I'm actually going there.
I go to his house or the school?
I'm going to the school, and they got a whole like media center and everything that we'll do it in. So that's.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. Carter's coming with me. Carter's usually here to help with all my
technology
stuff and producing, just behind the camera, making sure everything's good.
Good.
But yeah, this was kind of like
last minute.
This was last minute. This was
really
like, okay, why not? Like, we can just do it. Let's do it. And like usually I use the loft, but people don't know like how ghetto this setup is. People love the loft. People think it's like such a cool area. It is, but there's my dad's room, and then the loft is right above my dad's room. So he's like in bed now at this point. It's almost midnight. This dude's in bed. He's got work tomorrow. Like, we couldn't use the loft, so we're just sitting on the couch, just like talking about how America's about to like fall.
Yeah.
And here we are. So yeah, we're doing a lot of great stuff. So do you want to wrap this up and go to the gym? Get a quick pump in.
Yeah, I'm down.
Quick pump.
Yeah.
This is great. Gage, thank you so much. This was
fun.
This was fun. We talked about, in an hour, we talked about,
like 30 different subjects.
Like 30 different subjects. We didn't even cover all politics. We just talked about, talked
recent stuff.
Regular ass shit. You
Yeah.
know? We got a sponsorship with Zyn. Never thought that would happen, by the way. I never thought that would happen. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. New episodes every Wednesday. Please like, comment, subscribe. This has been episode number 41 with Gage Pruett. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.
See ya.
Oh, that was dope. That was awesome.